And I just want to take that off. Right, okay, now this is a show of two parts. What we talk about is the technical and the marketing. We're going to take a technical first this week, and if everything's going well, and I just need to check this first, if everything is going well, and if everything's going well, I just need to check this first. If everything's going well. Okay, I'm not sure about this. I can hear it. I've got an echo, but yes, we're live. Okay, right. Okay, what I'm going to do is I've got an right. Sorry, Fraser, and sorry everybody watching. There was sheer pandemonium there because I could hear myself 3 times, which is not good. So I've turned everybody else off, and there's just you and I now. Now, there have been changes at Be.Live in line with being able to broadcast to your website. At the moment, when we go live on Facebook or go live on YouTube, we're unwittingly, or perhaps wittingly, working for Facebook and YouTube, because when when people view our broadcasts on Facebook and YouTube, they're looking at adverts. They're clicking on adverts, they're buying things. So we help at the moment Facebook and YouTube to make money. Simple as that. Whether it's a blog post that you're actually sharing, whether it's an original post for Facebook that you're sharing, whether you're going live, everything that we do on those 2 sites is not for us. It's for the benefit of Facebook and YouTube. And as people are watching this now, they will be surfing and listening to other things. Why should they not be actually watching you live on your website? Basic thing is that if you can attract people to your website, which is basically why we're on Facebook and YouTube, is so that people get to know, like, and trust us and will come to our website. Well, why not take them there in the first place? So we can now broadcast on our website. So I'm going to demonstrate that in a minute, but it means that people can actually watch you live on your website whilst they're listening. They won't be on Facebook or YouTube, they're just on your website. They can read your blog posts, they can visit your shop whilst you are live. Now, this is a game changer, because until now we've relied on enticing people to our websites. Now we can take people directly there, and I'll give you a demonstration just to prove that I'm not just talking about this, it is real. I'm going to share my desktop and go to the Chrome tab and pick up the desktop, bring it into my studio, and then in the studio I'm going to bring it on screen. Okay, so that below us, below Fraser, is the website. And as you can see, if I put it full screen, the broadcast that you're actually watching is live on a website, as well as being live on Facebook and YouTube. And this is the game changer. This is the way things are going to go. Be.Live now has the facility for you, with a bit of additional software, to go live on your website. As you can see, whilst people are watching on the website, they can flick over to the blog posts and still listen to you, and they can then come back to the main page. So this is over to the blog posts and read the blog post whilst listening, and then go back and watch the live broadcast. I'm glad this worked. You can, yeah. Now I'm testing this at the moment, but I can say that this actually works, and it works well.
I remember, Stephen, about 18 months, 2 years ago, I had a chap in the States who did live streaming events, sporting events, and it was a 5-figure sum per month that he was being able to charge to stream events. And one of the things that they really wanted to do was to do more. Now, in the last 12 months, people have done pub quizzes. They've done all sorts of things from home where they've been streaming it on Zoom. But to be able now to stream live via your website and pull traffic to that is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, it is. It's a game changer. And you mentioned price of thousands of dollars there. We know that BBC, CNN, CBS all use content delivery networks, CDNs, to transfer their output onto web pages. We're using the same technology, but we're not paying thousands of dollars a month. You can do this from $50 a month. You do need to pay, but as a business expense, being able to go live on your website when you want is priceless. So $50 a month. I'm going to be doing a series of broadcasts about broadcasting to your website. They're upcoming, and we'll answer all the questions that you've got about how to do it. But you can start off in your Be.Live studio. That's step one. And then you can send this broadcast out to your website, and it all simply works out the box. You don't need to know anything. You just need to be able to copy and paste 2 items, and that's it. You're up and running. So technically, it's simple and straightforward. Everything is handled by Be.Live, and the one we're looking at is caster.io. There are 2 other sites as well that allow you to go live on your website with your broadcast and to reach your audience, because people are coming to your website are your audience. That you don't have to qualify people, because they wanted to come and look at your website. They want to come and watch your video. So you don't have to search for people anymore. You can actually attract them to your website. You can use Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, actually pull people in and tell them when you're broadcasting. But they will be on your website. They will be watching you. They will be reading your blogs. And they will, if you have a shop, be visiting your shop whilst you're live. This is not future tech. This is now tech. You could be up and running within 24 hours. And it's just such an exciting time. This is a game changer, Fraser.
Well, that combined with what we've been working on earlier this year is absolutely a game changer. And to be able to automate your entire marketing engine the bit before watching the video, in order to have all the systems in place to pull people to sign up and register for even your events, your pre-canned events, your recorded events, your webinars, and now to do live streaming video through the site is exciting stuff. It really is.
Right. Fraser, it's over to you.
Okay, well, guys, we thought we'd sort of raise the bar a little bit today, and I've been asked about LinkedIn. What can you do on LinkedIn? Well, today I want to talk about 3 things: generating impact, generating engagement, and generating leads, because everybody wants leads. Everybody wants leads. So what I was going to do today was I was going to bring up my LinkedIn profile in a moment, and I'm going to point out a couple of bits and pieces to help increase the impact that you're having and to position you as an authority in your industry, sector, or niche, in particular on LinkedIn. Now, Stephen, if we just bring up my profile for a second. And many people, I'm absolutely gobsmacked where I see so many profiles in the course of a working week that many simply don't have the graphic header. And in the graphic header, it's blank. It's the LinkedIn standard blue, or they don't have a photograph. So make sure that you can personalize the header first and foremost. And Stephen, can we do a pip where or just put it full screen for the profile for a couple of seconds? Is that okay? Now, the power of Be.Live enables you to do this in your live webinars, your live streaming events, and think how you can do this on your website and going forward to be able to do walkthroughs and explanation videos. But however, in this example, on my LinkedIn profile, I used a header, and obviously I've got a photograph in there as well. However, many people usually have an image or a photograph at best in their header. But before they even get to my profile, the main body of my profile, I'm actually asking a question in there. I'm asking them if they're frustrated with, and you can see it there on the profile. And then I say, I solve this. So I ask a question. Are you frustrated with these things? I solve this. And then I go on to invite them to schedule a free call with myself before I actually get into my profile. So you can see my branding, you can see the colors, you can see my logo in there, and you can see instantly what I'm about and what I do. It's all about growing your business list online, and the word automation's in there as well. Now, you've got the headline, a bit about myself, and many people are missing an opportunity because they can add keywords into their name or after their name in the surname field. And here I've added marketing automation in there. And in the headline itself, I've included the words marketing automation as well. What I want you to think about, yes, you're probably making notes, and yes, you're thinking, that's different. And if you scroll down the page just a little bit for me, Stephen. And when we come there, perfect. And there you can see I've got some videos in the About section where I actually share some social proof and a few other bits and pieces of the product, services, and solutions that I offer. So as people come into your profile, they're seeing the head on the photograph, they scroll down quickly to see what's there, they make a mental note, and then they scroll back up. So if we go back up to the top of the profile, I want you to think about this, generating impact. I want you to generate impact with your profile. And one of the first things you can do is the header. Make sure the header stands out, but add a killer qualifying question in the header so that you can qualify people who are instantly on there. They get to know what you're about. Include your branding, and then have the call to action in the header as well. You'd be amazed how many people omit to even have a picture on there. Now, what you can also do is when you create that image, that header, you can save the file, and the file name that you upload for your header can contain the keywords in the name and in the properties and in the tags of the file that you upload. And the same is also true of the photograph. So before you start thinking about what keywords to include in the main body of your profile, your previous experience, your skills, etc., etc., I want you to think about adding impact and how you can bring in the keywords into the file name and the property of those things at the very, very top of your profile. Because many people are looking at lots of profiles in the course of a day or a week. They're looking for a solution. They're looking for someone to help them. And here you can see when it comes to marketing automation, it's there. It very clearly and succinctly explains. Now, engagement, as you scroll down the profile and on the main section, you can see that when you expand on the profile summary, you can read a little bit more about me. And I try to share the problems I solve and who I work with and what the next steps are. And I invite them to engage with me. And they can either get a copy of my latest book that I've out called Marketing Funnels, or they can schedule a free call to discuss some of their marketing automation challenges that they might have, or of course they can join the club. There are a number of options available to them. So think how you can use some of these tips to improve your engagement online by being able to stand out. And if we can do that in terms of generating impact, so when you post something on LinkedIn, your little header above your photograph appears. So impact, change the header, the picture. Engagement, think about your headline, your offer, and you'll notice that for engagement in the header as well, I'm inviting them to come in for a schedule for a free call to discuss their challenges. And also at the top of my profile, just below the header, I'm also saying the same. Now, these are different fields in your profile. Many people use their profile as a CV or a resume. No, you want to target those who need help. You want to reaffirm to them that you are a master of your craft. And as you scroll down my profile, for example, in the main about section, I go on to expand about the books I've written, etc., etc. So impact and engagement. Now, what I want you to also think about is in generating leads. How can you and how do you generate leads at the moment? I'm quite surprised by the number of people who don't check their KPIs on LinkedIn. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is, what are the things that you're counting, monitoring, and measuring on LinkedIn to help you generate leads? And for me, you need a three-pronged strategy. You need to be proactive, that's a given. You need to be interactive and engage with people on the community. And then you need to be responsive, not reactive, responsive. Because if you've done a good job in your profile, doing the things that I've said, it will enable you to get found within LinkedIn, but also on the wider internet, for example, on Google and the other search engines. However, on generating leads, there are a number of different channels that you can use in KPIs that you can watch, count, monitor, and measure to help you generate and create opportunity. And one of the biggest ones is profile views. The number of people who don't check how many people viewed their profile is unbelievable. But more importantly, you can check to see who's viewed your profile. And if you're getting 5 to 10 profile views a day and you're not following them up, that on average is, say, 7 over a 5-day week is 35 missed opportunities. And if you're selling something for, say, £1,000, start doing the maths. That's £30,000. And even if you've got a 1 in 3 close or a 1 in 5 close, that's between £5,000 and £10,000 of missed opportunity you're losing out on. So profile views, check your profile views, keep an eye on that. Your followers, who's recently followed you, who's recently connected with you, and who's recently requested an appointment, a conversation, either over Zoom, over Skype, on the phone, or joined you in a live networking event, or indeed a live streaming event, such as what we're doing now. So one of the things that I strongly recommend you do is use the search facility. You're searching for leads. You're yearning for leads. You want leads. Here you've got nearly every business on the planet in one platform, LinkedIn. And simply by using the search facility, you can type in a keyword to help narrow down by location, by industry, by sector, by a keyword that's relevant to who you're trying to reach. You can type the keywords in, and when the search results come up, just pick one. Don't send an email. Don't get bogged down in copywriting or anything like that. Just view the profiles you're interested in and then click on the profile. Why? Because LinkedIn will automatically generate an email, a notification to go to that person to say that you've looked at their profile. And if you've done what I've suggested with the header and your headline, they will see that bit in the notification that LinkedIn is sending out on your behalf to market you to your intended audience. So think about LinkedIn and how it can help you. Think about how you can add impact by making subtle changes to your LinkedIn profile and your profile URL. You've done the header, you've done the photograph, you've put in some keywords into your profile itself. You can also edit your profile URL to contain the keywords that you want found for. And your public profile can then get spidered by the external search engines, bots from different directories online, to enable you to get the rankings that you want, to get the exposure, to position you as an authority. So number one, make sure you get the impact. Number two, the engagement. Involve them to come down into your profile and want to take action in order to embrace and engage you, be interactive with you. And you can either offer a free call, a conversation that you can have over Zoom, Skype, or on the phone. You can engage them by offering a free lead magnet, a free digital asset, or free item of value, or a book. You can also engage them to want to come to a webinar. And these three things we've now managed to automate so they can link directly into your LinkedIn profile and assist you in pulling people into your funnel and generating signups and registrations for the digital assets and the social proof that you share, both in your profile and on your website. And last but not least, for generating leads, if you're looking for leads, use the search facility. They're there. You've also got groups. In addition to groups, many people forget that they can add a post on LinkedIn. They can share it so that everybody on LinkedIn sees it, not just their own network. And then they can share that post into all the groups that they're a member of. But they can put an update onto LinkedIn. They can use the groups. They can create an article. And one of the articles that I wrote on LinkedIn generated over 240,000 views in 24 hours, over 500 likes. And it got my book on LinkedIn marketing to #1 on 3 categories on Amazon and in 9 countries, all in the same day. So don't forget about articles. And articles can be linked and will be included in your LinkedIn profile as well. So if you're looking to generate leads on LinkedIn, there's an abundance of opportunity. It's just about taking action. You can use the search facility. You can write articles. Once you do a little post on your wall, or you can then cut and paste it and stick it directly into a group. And if you're a member of up to 50 groups on LinkedIn, some can have over 1 million members. It doesn't take that much effort to pull people in. And if you're looking at other people's profiles, allow LinkedIn to send out the notifications automatically on your behalf to the people that you want to engage with. And if you've done a good job on the impact, your branding, and your key messaging, then things begin to happen. Things begin to happen in a small way. Many people get bogged down on how many likes they're having or how many shares they're having in their content. People might see your content, but they might not want to talk about or give an indication that they've got a problem, an issue, or a challenge that you can help with. They see it, they like what you're saying in your profile, they click your profile, they engage with you, and they take action. And that's what it's all about. It only takes 3 or 4 people to engage with you to close or convert one into a sale. And that's what we want to help you with. And if we can help you automate that whole process for your business, it's confident for us to know that we can help people do just that. Raise the profile online, generate the impact, get the engagement through LinkedIn. And LinkedIn's only one of the platforms that we work with clients to help them get the engagement they want, and then pull people into their marketing funnel, and it can automatically follow them up until they're closed and convert. So LinkedIn is a brilliant opportunity. And one final little tip for you. When it comes to LinkedIn, whatever you do, wherever you post on LinkedIn, be it an article in the groups, on LinkedIn itself, cut and paste the URL of the content or of the page or the post you've just created and copy it into Pingler, pingler.com, pingler.com. Every time you add content on the web, a 2-minute, 2-second job, cut and paste that content into pingler.com, and it will go out to Google, all the different countries where Google has a presence with its search engine, and it will generate and notify it a link to say, I've updated content on here, come and look. And if you want to have a chat about automating your marketing, or if you want to take some hints and tips from what I've done with my profile, feel free to have a look, have a read, and see how you can make subtle changes to your LinkedIn profile and have it sitting there 24/7, 365 days a year, not costing you a penny. I haven't upgraded. I don't need any of the more expensive tools that LinkedIn offer, because everything happens with what I'm sharing with you today. And I hope that helps. And don't forget about Pingler. And even when you're broadcasting on Facebook, you can use Pingler to draw traffic to it. And Stephen came out with a brilliant tip last week. Add comments to, if you're liking the content that we're sharing on the live marketing show today, by all means, please feel free to share your comments in the post in our Facebook group. And if you've got questions, again, Stephen's here. I mean, he is the technical bod to know when it comes to live video streaming, and you've got him here now. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And any questions on impact, engagement, or generating leads on LinkedIn, I'm here to answer any questions. Back to you, Stephen. What's your thoughts on LinkedIn then?
A tour de force, Fraser. On LinkedIn, we've got to decide which networks to network where our audience is. And as I broadcast at the moment on Facebook and on YouTube, that's where I spend most of my time. So LinkedIn is still a bit of a mystery to me. I do update my profile every so often, but I'm not, I mean, we're talking earlier, we're in different ends of the market. And my market is on Facebook and YouTube. And it's just a good mix. Right, okay, so just to prove that we're still live on the website, I'm going to stop sharing the LinkedIn. And I'm going to share the website again. If I click that button and click that button, go over to the website, and you can see, hopefully, if this works, if I bring it up on screen, that for the past 30 minutes, Fraser and I have been live on the website, and it's basically, it works out the box, and it's very, very simple to operate. And I'm going to be running a series of courses over the coming weeks so that you too can go live on your website. You won't get the infinity view that we've got at the moment. You'll just get the two of you on screen.
A quick question, Stephen. Can you, on YouTube, when you're going to put up a live, you can actually plan it and you can pre-post it, schedule it for a particular date, time, and event? Yeah?
Yeah, on Be.Live, you can schedule 7 days in advance, any time of day. And when you schedule, as just said, you can actually go live to your website as well. So scheduling is standard. Yeah.
By putting it into your website, though, are you able to create and plan the URL to contain the keywords you want specifically for that live streaming event? You're actually going live. You go live into a blog post, and within the blog post, you can put all the SEO that you want and promote it in advance and say we are live on Wednesday at 10:30. By doing that, Google gives preference to news items in its search results. And with video, if a video contains a date in the headline, Google gives precedence and considers it a news item, so you can increase and improve your organic search engine rankings by including a date into the blog title, the post title with your streaming video. So that can have a tremendous impact with your SEO for sure.
Absolutely. Right, Fraser, we're coming to the end of the broadcast. It's over to you.
Thanks again, guys. I hope you've enjoyed today. We've talked about generating impact, engagement, and generating leads using LinkedIn. If you've got any questions about how to automate the marketing of your system, then please get in touch. I'll give you a free copy of my book, Marketing Funnels. It's been a blast. And if you'd like to be featured in a future show with us, by all means, get in touch and let us know so we can get yours just within the club, our Facebook group, Grow Your Business Club, but on the wider internet, inside and outside of Facebook as well. And Stephen, as always, your technical wisdom, your technical prowess, what can I say? You're able to keep us up to speed, in the know with what's happening at all times with live video streaming.
Thank you, Fraser. I just enjoy doing it. Do you want to talk a little bit about what we're doing next week, or what you're doing next week? Or do you want to keep on the rocks?
I think I'll give a snippet. We're going to be rolling out our Grow Your Business list, our marketing engine that enables you to build, fill, and mail your list online. Everything from generating the leads, from writing the copy, from getting people to engage with you, and to conversations, so that you can then use a very simple structured sales approach to close the sales and generate the results that you want online. And it's taken us many, many months of fine-tuning each of the individual components, which we've done. And I'm looking for beta testers to come in and actually stress test it and put it all into practice. So if anybody's interested in beta testing our new system, by all means, get in touch and we can get something organized for you.
For now, it's goodbye from England, Scotland. We'll see you again same time next week. Bye.
Take care, guys. Thank you.